A well-dressed defense attorney leans back in his chair, smirking. Across the table, a young black man sits quietly, hands folded, eyes calm. The lawyer pushes a case file away. "I don't offend people like you," he says coldly. His voice is low, but loud enough for the nearby staff to hear. Gasps ripple through the room. The young man doesn't argue, doesn't plead. He just stares, unblinking, because he knows something the arrogant lawyer doesn't. Something that will shake the entire courtroom to its core. It's a rainy morning outside the courthouse. Gray clouds blot out the sun. Inside, the fluorescent lights buzz faintly over polished wooden benches, and a sea of faces waiting for their cases to be heard. The defense attorney, Richard Halverson, is a seasoned lawyer in his late 40s. Sharp suit, polished shoes, reputation for winning cases, but also for arrogance and selective clientele. He prides himself on representing high-value clients. Today, assigned by the court to defend a young man charged with assault, Richard isn't pleased. The defendant, David Carter, is in his early 20s. Calm, composed, dressed modestly but neatly. He sits with quiet dignity, his hands folded in his lap. From the gallery, whispers float. "Why doesn't he have a lawyer?" Court appointed. "Halverson? Oh, this will be interesting." The bailiff glances nervously between the two men. He can feel the tension brewing. Richard flips through file, then shuts it with a snap. "I don't take on cases like this," he says flatly. "You're just another street kid who got into trouble. I've got a reputation to protect." David doesn't react. He simply watches. "You should probably take the plea deal," Richard continues, his tone dripping with condescension, "because nobody in this court is going to believe your story." A few clerks snicker under their breath. The arrogance in Richard's voice is palpable. David finally speaks, his tone calm, deliberate. "So you won't offend me?" Richard smirks. "Not a chance. My name means something in this courthouse. Associating with you, it'll only drag me down." The gallery murmurs louder now. Some shake their heads in disapproval. Others lean forward, curious. David leans back, silent again. He lets the arrogance roll off him like rain on glass, because he knows the truth will surface soon. The judge enters. The courtroom rises. Chief Justice William Carter, a towering presence in the legal world. Stern face, silver hair, unshakable authority. The judge sits, scanning courtroom. His eyes finally rest on the defendant's table. For a moment, his expression softens. "Mr. David Carter," he says. The gallery gasps. Whispers ripple instantly. "Carter?" The arrogant lawyer's smirk fades. His eyes dart between his client and the bench. David finally speaks, loud enough for the whole courtroom to hear. "Yes, Your Honor, I am here today, not just as a defendant, but as your son." The room explodes in shock. Gasps, murmurs. Reporters scribbling furiously. Richard Halverson's face drains of color. The judge's gavel slams. Order in the court. Silence falls, heavy and suffocating. Chief Justice Carter leans forward, his voice firm. "Mr. Halverson, you were assigned to defend this young man. Instead, you chose arrogance over duty, bias over justice. Do you deny it?" Richard stammers. "Why, Your Honor, I didn't know." The judge cuts him off. Justice is not about who someone is. It is about fairness, truth, and principle. You have failed this court, this profession, and your oath. Every eye in the room is on Richard now. His earlier confidence has vanished. He looks small, sweating, humiliated. David sits calmly, watching his would-be defender crumble under the weight of his own arrogance. The judge slams his gavel again. "Mr. Halverson, you are dismissed from this case, effective immediately." Gasps fill the courtroom. The lawyer's mouth falls open. Chief Justice Carter looks to his son. "David, you will have proper representation, and this court will hear your case fairly." David nods, his expression composed. He gathers his papers, standing tall. As Richard stumbles out of the courtroom, heads turn. Whispers follow him like a shadow. Arrogant fool. He refused to defend the Chief Justice's son. His career is over. David glances back once, calm. He doesn't gloat. He doesn't need to. The humiliation is punishment enough. Arrogance blinds. Prejudice poisons. Justice demands better. This lawyer thought he could judge by appearance, by assumption, but in the end, his arrogance destroyed him. Respect is not optional. It is owed to every human being. Never underestimate someone. You never know who they are or who they're connected to. Treat everyone with dignity, because when the truth comes out, arrogance always pays a price. If the story moved you, share it. And don't forget, subscribe for more powerful stories where respect and justice always win.